Good evening, everybody, and welcome back. Sammy here at Stitchy Stitches, and it is a new Stitchy week. It is currently Sunday, September 20th, and this is a YouTube channel about cross stitch, also fondly known as floss tube. I'm going to go ahead and open this up back here. I might regret that in a minute, but we'll see. Okay, so I'm trying something a little different. I have no clue if it's going to work. Y'all may end up falling and then I'll have to readjust. But I lifted my iPad up a little bit, but it's like hooked on the back of my laptop. So we'll see. Okay, I gotta tell you how ridiculous I am. I'll show you. And now I can't move you because then I risk this being a whole issue. So I'm going to have to get up. I'm weird, and I feel this need to bring all my stuff to work with me. Not all, obviously, because my stash has grown ridiculousness. But active stuff. I like to bring all my active stuff with me. So, I was bringing like 10 bags. Not 10, 6. Excuse me, bringing 6 bags. It took 2 of them to hold my current whips. One that holds my current projects, like that are still on Q-snaps and stuff. I had one that had like miscellaneous stuff. I had my laptop bag. And most of the time it's fine. I just take my active bag, which is this one from the New Jersey Floss Tube Retreat. It holds bags with already made Q-snaps. I can put like 4, 5, 6 of them in here. So that was good. And my laptop bag. But lately I was like, I need this and I need that. And because I'm so disorganized, I know, crazy because I'm constantly organizing, but I was so disorganized, I was bringing in all these projects every day. So while I was shopping for my daughter for her birthday, what is going on? Oh no, okay, that's my ponytail. Okay. I found this bag. Y'all are gonna crack up. Just crack up. Hold on, I gotta open it. Or unlatch it so I can show you. I found this bag, and to be fair, when I saw it, it was still folded up, and I was like, oh, that may be big enough to take my stuff in. Plus it has rollers on the bottom in case it gets a little too heavy. Whatever. I should also mention I also bring a floss box and some other stuff. So I got this bag, and I got this bag at, it's called DD's Discounts. It's stores similar to like Ross and stuff like that. And it's ridiculous. So I'm going to lift it to show y'all. Okay, ready? It is that big. It's huge. And actually it can get bigger because the zippers at the bottom expand. But it holds everything. Because like, I'm going to open this up. I wish I had a better camera so y'all could be like looking down at it. But I have my hay floss box. I have this bag with its randomness in it. I have several whips that are like this. I have this floss box, which is double-sided. This is a full set of DMC. It's like that big in there. I have this bag that holds a bunch of flosses I still need to bobbinate. And then those bags of whips I told you about, my StitchCon one and my Paris one. Just everything. Everything in the one box. Okay, or in the one bag. So, I will be digging through that here tonight. Sorry about all the ruckus. It's actually really heavy. So, first things first, I'm going to go over some Stitchy Goodness that I got in the mail this week. And that is my nest egg from 3L Threads. So, it's all disorganized because I've already talked about it once. That's Gentle Art. I get there, I promise. I was not prepared to start a video, but I was like, if I don't do this, I'm gonna wait all night, and then I'm not gonna remember to post it. That's 3, 5, 9. I just need one. 10. Okay. So I get the Classic Colorworks. And she goes in alphabetical order. So it looks like we're in the C's. We got Cocoa Bean, Cherise, Cayenne. Like all these different colors. But here's what they look like. So. It's a really nice selection there. I'm trying to build a full stash, and then at that point I don't know if I'll stop or just start collecting the second one. I don't know. And then we have, these will be easier to grab. I get 3 of them. We're in the week. So these are my week's die works. And I have to tell you, I'm not going to go through each of them, but I had some similarities this week. So, my finger caught in that. So here's this week's. I love that color variation. And if you look, you got a really nice like red, white, and blue going on there. So I found this interesting. Williamsburg. Not that one. This one. Williamsburg red, which those are really close, but a little different. And then Williamsburg blue. I just thought it was funny that they all had that name. So, okay, there's that one. And then the last one. I get 10 skeins of each every month. Been doing this. I didn't do the full year last year. But I have so far this year. So, oops, I missed one of the week's die works. It's purple. It's called Taffeta. Purple. Okay. I promise I will sort these and hang them up correctly when I get home. So, and then this is my Gentle Arts Gast threads. And I get the upgraded. So these are 10-yard skeins instead of, I don't know if it's normally 5 or 8, but it's a little bit bigger. So that was my Happy Mail this week. I am expecting Happy Mail this coming up week that I'm really excited about. And we will go over that when it gets in. All right, let's see where we're at this week. I was going to make notes. However, I never did. So we're just going to have to wing it. I think the last time I talked to you, I was working on Time for God. Or I just finished Time for... No, I was working on it. I still had I still had some stitches to put in it. So let's see where it's at. So, here's where I got to. Maybe I shouldn't have opened that window, because then it makes all my stuff see-through. Okay, there we go. So, I started at the S here, so all of this is new. You see how there's these sections. I have to finish this section, then I have one more section, and then this one's done. I wonder why I have so much extra fabric down there. Oh, well. This is done on... I don't have the card. Oh, look. This is 28 count Lugana in Gaia from Under the Sea Fabrics. So, it's sparkly. It's, ooh, holding stuff up. Okay. It is sparkly Lugana. So, that's where I'm at. My back if you need to see it, because if you don't, it's a mess. But, so that completed my crazy Domino Whip thing for semi-sane. So I'm done with that. And then I figured, okay, how do I move on from that? Where do I go from here? Do I go back into my rotation? What do I do? Well, at that point, it was Monday. Right? Is that where... Maybe? I don't know. Okay, we're just going to go from here. I decided to work on Crystal Academy, the prompts for it. So the next one I pulled out was Irony from Hands-On Design. And this says Irony, the opposite of wrinkly. And I got this much done. I only needed 300 stitches, I think, for it. So we just got opposite of and wrinkly and this filigree down here. This is on 32 count Lugana in, I believe it's Storm, or I think it's Storm. From Picture This Plus. Whew, brain just stopped working. And I used it because it has an iron and washer and dryer on it, and I could, those things emit sparks. Like when you plug them in, if they're already on, they can kick out sparks. That sort of thing. So I worked on that. I got about 300 stitches into it. By completing this, I had made it through my, I don't even know what to call it, because it's not really rotation. I take a list of all my WIPs and I check them off each time I work on them. Well, I try not to, outside of homework is the one exception, I try not to pull something out that's already been worked on, because I want to make it through all of them. With the completion of Irony, I made it through all of my WIPs. So I was starting at the beginning, so at this point I can choose anything to work on. And what I really wanted to work on most was the burst. It's called a burst sampler. I'm not making it into a burst sampler. Long story. This owl project that I have picked up. And so then I decided what I wanted to work on based on what I wanted to work on. And then I was like, I asked myself, how do I fit this into a prompt for this week? And I wasn't working on I was only working on Crystal Academy for this week, because I felt like once I got behind because of the domino thing, since I didn't start out the week doing it, I wasn't going to go back into that. So this week I will be getting into homework, although I haven't even looked at it yet, so I can't tell you that, but I need to have those plans ready. Anyway, I was just doing Crystal Academy, and I needed something that could be loud. And I don't know about you, but hoots from owls in the middle of the night when I'm trying to sleep can be the loudest thing in the entire world. So I got to work on my owl some more, and I just put another 300 stitches into it. This is 36 count, but see how well you can see through it? It's crazy. So she's super cute. I'm loving this wild berries, the way that it's variegating, and then this is just 814. I feel like they're really nice interpretations of the maroon for the hokey colors. I don't know why I did that. Anyway, this green, which was picked because it's part of the leaves, but it also is a green that I found in Jessie's Stargazer. So I tried to go base loosely on those colors, since obviously she felt like that was an accurate conversion for hokey. So that is where I'm at on this one. So, and I have been updating. So I created an album in the No New Starts 2021 group, and I just put all my cover photos for all my current active WIPs that aren't super close to completion, because a couple of them are so close, I'm just gonna have to take the album down by the end of the year. That may be the case with a few others, but those in particular were super close. And then as I work on these, and I know they have more than, I believe it's 200 stitches is the minimum, I go ahead and post a WIP photo. And that way, come the first of the year, I'll be prepared for trying to go as long as I can with no new starts. Now, in saying that, I do not think I can make it the entire year. I will, however, use it as a motivation to try and get through some of these WIPs and not start anything new. And when I do finally start something new, then I am donating to a pot of people who have better self-control than I do and deserve to win it. So that's the way I think about it. I am supporting those whose willpower is greater than my own. Okay. So then the next thing I really wanted to work on, is Shores of Hawkrun Hollow. And this is, I had a prompt that emits shards. Like if it were to blow up, it would shrapnel shards all over the place. And I really felt like a lighthouse it would emit some shards. You've got the major, you've got the light bulb, you've got the major glass that's encasing it, you've got brick or wood or whatever it's made out of. So I added 300 stitches to my Shores of Hawkern Hollow. Look at that little, it's so cute. Okay, so I finished all the rocks and got a little more filled in up here in the sun. So this is full coverage right here, water and waves. And then I've got some words and finish up the sun, and this one is good to go. I will then do block number, I believe it's 3. No. 1, 2, 3. There's 4 on the top. Is it 12 blocks? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know. So there's the big one in the middle, and then the one next to that will go here. And then the big one from the middle will go underneath these 2. So it'll just be 4. Or technically 3, because this one is a double. The 3 blocks for this project. So I'm reducing it some. I love this fabric, although I can't hardly see it. This is Freya 32 count Joblin from Under the Sea Fabrics. Let me fold this in half and then you can see it a little bit better. Because lighting, yo. I'm going to have to turn on the light in here soon. You can see that nice splash of green in there, some purple and blue. Got some really green over here. I still need this even with it folded in half. Whew, I've got to quit holding up stuff with that arm. So, absolutely gorgeous fabric. So, I'm going to fold that and put it up. All right. After that, I decided I really, really wanted to pull out the Dark Queen of the Sea Sow and just put a little more stitching into the fish. Now, I still didn't even get a fish done. But again, I said to myself, how can I fit this into my Crystal Academy stuff? And one of the prompts was something that could be cooked. Well, I don't know about you, but we eat fish in my house. Particularly like catfish. Been eating a lot of salmon lately. So I said, fish can be cooked, but please don't cook this one because she is too gorgeous. Look at that tail. This tail, and it's not even done yet. I find it absolutely amazing. I find it to be a very realistic representation of like an angelfish or a betta fish and their big flowy tails, because it just looks like it flows. It's not just there, you know. I don't know. 2D things feeling like 3D objects. It's super fun, and the colors are amazing. So I didn't get him quite finished yet, but I like the progress. So 300 stitches on that. This is on a 32 count Joblin in Bewitched from Under the Sea Fabrics. These were specifically made for this sow. Sorry. Excuse me. So in order to order this fabric, you can't just order it off the website. You have to order the bead pack for Under the Sea, for Dark Queen of the Sea Sow, and then you have the option to add on the fabric. That's how that goes. If you don't need the beads, I don't know how that works, but that's how I ordered it. I ordered the beads. I ordered the specialty flosses. Look at this blue. It's amazing. I can't wait to play with that. They said a lot of that's going to come towards the end, though. I need a drink, y'all. That sneeze kind of took it out of me. Okay. So, what do I work on next? Okay. So, I was working on... I can't look because it's on there. I feel like I'm missing something that I was working on. Hold on. Hold on. No. Okay, so I was working on Shores of Hawk Run Hollow, and I finished it up, and then I moved into the Dark Queen without even really thinking about the fact that it was Wednesday, and I was supposed to be working on my, scavenger hunt pieces. So after that, I did pull out, right? I pulled out Alice, and I put in, there was like 90 stitches left to this block in order to finish out that prompt on my scavenger hunt. So I went ahead and knocked that out. Excuse me. I hope you enjoyed the view while anyway. And then I finished that. So that finished on a scavenger hunt prompt. It was time to move on to the next. It was kind of the end of my night at that point. So I was like, okay, I'm done with this, and tomorrow night I will pull something out. Well, Thursday night I'm at home. So I did do some stitching, but not a lot of stitching. Like 185 stitches while my husband and I were watching Teen Wolf, because I had to get up early on Friday. And then Friday I got up really early and I spent all day in town grocery shopping, getting a couple more of Lexi's gifts that waited till the last second, and that sort of thing. We got home, it was 4 o'clock in the evening. We still had to wrap gifts. We still had to, my daughter had to go to the football game. Had to clean house, get ready for the party the next day, which then meant I was so tired. I don't know that I did any stitching that night. I think we pretty much went home and went to bed. And then Saturday we had her birthday party, and it was craziness up until the end of the night. So all in all, between those 3 days, I got about 300 stitches put in on Anzac. So, because I wanted to work on scavenger hunt. Oh, part of the thing was on Thursday, I had to go get pictures because scavenger hunt. So I had to go, I wanted to knock out some of the harder ones while I was off and home. And so I got that taken care of. And I started working on Anzac. And now I'm up here and I'm fixing to move the Q-snap. But I love the way this is turning out. I love the way the colors have come together. And you can start to see, oh, that's a ship now. This is probably a kangaroo, but I don't know what it's holding. That looks like some kind of, you start to see, because I had no clue what, well, I might have had some clue what this was. Anyway, it's really cute. And that is where I got to this week on my stitching. So it's a little bit more than last week. I'm still talking too fast because I'm only 23 minutes in. I felt like it was a little more than last week. Part of that is because all of those only needed 300 stitches on them. But count-wise, I was doing way better the week before. I just was doing it on less whips. So there's something to be said for that. There's something, I mean, when you can stick to something for a little while, you're not losing momentum. You're not having to take something off a Q-snap and put something on a Q-snap, and you get more stitches in that amount of time. So, I mean, that's why I do a mix of both here and there and however. But it's whatever you need to do to keep your stitchy bug active, going the way that you need it to or want it to. Because remember, it's a hobby, but it's also what brings some of us peace and makes us happy and gets us through the hard times and through the happy times. I'm starting to sound like a commercial. It's getting hot in here because of the sneezing. The pollen count is up. We are actually starting to notice, I don't know if you could tell, there's this haze going on. They say it's from the wildfires out in California blowing in this way. It's only dropped our air quality a little bit. We're still in the moderate range, but it's something that is affecting everybody. It really is. So what am I going to work on this week? I want to get back to my rotation if I can seem to manage that. Now that would mean a Haid tonight, and I'm just not sure I'm up for it because I'm very tired. But I also want to get some good stitching in because there's some event going on. I need to finish Anzac. I need to get to my 500 on Anzac. Then maybe I'll work on Haid a little bit, or maybe something else. I need to look at homework. which actually hasn't come out yet. So that will affect things. I'm going to try and have a homework video for y'all tomorrow. So you'll know more of my plans then if you watch that one. So I do want to get scavenger hunt worked on this week. I do want to, I have homework days, get that knocked out, and then just whatever's on my list that hasn't been marked off yet. Well, that was super helpful, huh? How my plans for the week are just so clear. It's because I haven't had a chance to think about it between the last 3 days being busy and first day back at work, and I didn't think to sit down and do it before starting to record. So I will make a note of having that more laid out next week. But then it also seems a little redundant to tell you I'm going to work on this, this, and this for homework, and then post a homework video where I say, this is what I'm working on. So you let me know if you don't care or if you don't watch the homework videos. Again, these are just now starting to pop up on this channel. And I'm not sure how regularly. I'm going to shoot for every other week. I don't know. So, man, I wish I had more to talk about. It's only 26 minutes. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to let y'all go. I'm going to clean all this up and get to stitching. I want to say thank you for any new subscribers that are here. Thank you to all you that come back week after week and join in the crazy. Thank you for commenting, liking, subscribing, all the things that show that you love me. I hope y'all have a great week. Happy stitching.